What exactly happens when we keep moving forward in life? The most important thing that life is associated with is motion, change. Everything has to constantly change. Everything has to constantly feel different. Everything has to constantly feel new. That's the whole purpose of living a life where you're constantly looking and experiencing at new things. So what happens while we are, grasping new opportunities, gaining new grounds, whatever experiences and memories we had beyond that particular point becomes the past. And sometimes what happens is we get clinged on to the past. We become obsessed with the past because probably the past was better according to our mind than the future or the present will or is. And it becomes a very tricky conundrum for the mind to deal with at that point of time. Most of us, including me, we have been stuck in the past for such a long time, and you constantly keep thinking about your past. You constantly keep wondering what would have happened if the situations in the past would have continued as they were even today. So suppose if you had a very good job and you were fired from it, probably you will keep repenting all your life that I had a good job. I should not have fired. I should not have been fired from it. Uh, in that process, we are consuming a lot of mental energy and, of course, time. So, whatever has happened beyond this point as of now, even let's say 15 minutes ago, you do not have control on that. That has already become your past. So, the second just went by has become your past. You do not have any control over it unless you're a time travel, which I'm sure none of us are. You cannot control your past. And remember one thing in life, uh, anything or any person or any situation which you do not have control over, there is no point thinking about it because it's just a waste of time. And most importantly, you will realize the fact that you will be living in your past and not in your present. Suppose a very loved one, suppose you had a failed relationship and you broke up on bad terms, and uh, every night before going to sleep you think about it at least half an hour, at least 1 hour. Oh shit, things could have worked well. You should have done something, and probably she should have reacted in a different way. You should have done something. You're constantly thinking about this, but the fact remains that you do not have any control over it. What has happened has already happened. You do not have the past to go back in time and change it. And so, my dear friend, thinking about it doesn't really make any shit of a difference. One more thing about the past, which many people do not, realize, is the fact that two things about it. One, the past makes us who we are. So, as I said, whatever we think, whatever we do, whatever we have learned, whatever experience we have gained, most of our personality comes from it, and that is coming from our past. And second, when I say experiences, obviously there will be good experiences, there will be bad experiences as well. Uh, so, what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to keep thinking about the good memories to inspire you to be better in the future, or you're just supposed to completely forget your past? So let me point out this point which is very very critical when it comes to self improvement, or even having self respect. You might have had a lot of failures. You might have never succeeded in life. People might have abandoned you. People might have left you. You would have not done anything substantial in your life according to you, but there will be something good. Find that, keep it with yourself. For me, let's just say, probably 2 years back, I had the best biryani in Lucknow. And of course, while coming from Lucknow to Delhi, the bus was horrible. So I had a bad experience and I had a good experience. Now, what I keep with me is the biryani. So now I've set a standard for myself. Ki if I have to eat a better biryani, it has to be better than what I had in Lucknow. On the other hand, the horrible experience which I had from Lucknow to Delhi in a bus, it keeps reminding me the fact that probably I have to be more cautious when I'm booking private buses, and probably the fact that traveling in a train is better when you're going from Lucknow to Delhi rather than opting for a bus. So I've learned a lesson and I've set a benchmark. I've set a standard for me as well. Now, that is how the balance comes up when you talk about your past. You need to take the good things and set a benchmark for yourself. The bad things, you should learn a lesson from it. See, if I start cribbing every single day that I had a bad bus experience traveling from Lucknow to Delhi, it is never going to make any sense. It will be just pure waste of time. I understand the time duration was less. It was hardly 8 hours. When you talk about a failed relationship, you're talking about 10 to 12 years, 5 years, 6 years. You talk about a failed job, you're talking about 4 to 5 years. Your failed, educational degree where you wanted to pursue something, you couldn't clear it. You're talking about 3 to 4 years. That time duration does not matter. If you sit right now and think about anything which was 10 years ago and you did it for 1 hour or you did it for 10 minutes, if you remember it, the time duration doesn't really matter, is it? And that is the secret of letting go of your past experiences which are not required. So hold on to things which really make you what you are in reality, instead of taking up things and constantly keeping yourself busy and reminding yourself of what had happened, what should not have happened. What has happened has fucking happened. Strike a balance, take the good things from it, leave out the bad things, take it as a lesson. That's the only way of moving forward in life. And trust me, if you're not moving forward in your life, then you're not living the life. Life is like water, life is like river. You constantly need to keep moving. If you stop at any place, then your life does not have a meaning. If you stop and say, I do not have a purpose right now, then your life does not have a meaning. You can be as screwed up as possible. You can have your will, your passion, your dreams, everything broken, but there is always one way to get out of that rut. You just need to go out and find it. Instead of constantly blaming your past and telling that I'm in pain because of my past, people left me, I didn't have this, I didn't have that, I didn't have a good set of parents, my friends cheated me, my friends abandoned me. You can have thousands of reasons to tell yourself that you're not worth it. But in that moment, if you realize that it doesn't make any sense, and the only good way to get moving is to fuck it, ignore your past for that moment, take out the good, and start living. Find a way. It can be anything. There are so many million, numerous, infinite ways to get started on anything. It's the world has changed. The world is more about the internet now. You just sit at your home, you open the internet, you have 1,000 ways of making money. You have 1,000 ways of following your passion. Just do not sit in your past. You will die there. Get up, start walking. Probably then you will have a better life. Do not sit in your past. You'll end up sleeping there and you'll eventually die. Get up, start walking. Live in your present, run towards your future. That's the way to live your life. Thank you. Subscribe to the channel. I'll keep more, posting podcasts because I know they're very helpful and even I feel very good when I post them. Cheers. Have a good day.